answer for question 8?
D, dog.
Okay.
For question number 9. Okay, how many of you are able to get this Venn diagram question?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. What is your answer?
Miss, can you repeat the answer for question 9?
9. What is the answer for 9, children?
C.
Is correct.
C.
Press C, right?
Yeah. Okay, what is the answer for question number 10?
And A.
A is correct. Very good. Are you able to? I thought you are not able to get what is V and how to do. Thank God. Okay. Now, question number 11. Dengue can be treated by taking antibiotics. True?
C. False.
False. Very good, Adrija. This is because we discussed it.
Both assessment and reason are false.
E. Antibiotics block the biochemical life process of viruses. No, because they don't have one. Okay, they have host ka. Yes, correct. E. Then question number 12. HIV infected person is prone to opportunistic diseases.
Miss A.
A is correct for this. And then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then 2 markers.
What is for 11?
Miss, what is the 12th one?
Yeah, come on. Who is this? Please pay attention. Need to be on time. 11th, we discussed it as E. 12, we discussed it as A. And then come to section B. Penicillin is not effective against common cold. Why? Because penicillin is antibiotic. Okay. So what all the keywords, all those biochemical pathway, whatever given in NCERT needs to be over here. Okay. B part is defined vaccination. Why is it necessary to be vaccinated against disease? You know the concept. I think everybody is able to do. Those who have done the other part, immediate and contributory cause, explain it with the example of a child suffering from diarrhea. Same example is asked in your NCERT also. Is given in NCERT. So I hope everybody is able to do A and B or the below one. Which one have you attempted, all of you?
Miss, I attempted the
Was it optional or we have to this thing attempt both?
Can you see Adi over here? Or is written Ansh? Or
I'm
is
talking
written?
the 18th AP one.
So A and B together you have to do, or what are the immediately? This
Okay.
I had discussed with you that B or इसके बीच में option नहीं होगा.
Yeah.
It should be
Okay.
complete question. Thank God if you have done this. Then I have one last question. Yeah, this 25th. 25th, I think because I have written it 25, 25 2 times, so everybody know either you have to do above one or the below one. Write any 2 different means by which the infectious diseases are spread. You can write anything. Okay. Every answers will vary. So you just need to write different mean of infectious diseases means water, air, anything you can write. Mention the reason in each case and examples. You know that they are extra cheese. Okay. Why are we normally advised to take bland and nourishing food when we are sick? Why?
Because we can't taste anything.
Well, the
We are
digestive
sick
system
because of the
is
cold and all.
Easily digested.
it is not
Yeah,
functioning
it will
properly.
be easily digest. Taste का कुछ लेना देना नहीं है.
Oh.
आपको glucose भी if glucose is given.
But I didn't attempt this one. I was just saying it.
Yeah.
even
What
I
are
did attempt this one.
what are the 2 limitations which one has to face while dealing with the infectious disease? What are the 2 infection? That loss of work, lethargicness, means any 2 symptoms basically they are asking you, which which you have to deal whenever you have this infectious disease. Okay, loss of appetite you could write loss of like concentration at work, unable to sit properly. All these can be one of them.
Weakness also.
Bedridden for some time, all that. Is that?
I need to read your complete answer. Are your source of your answers are same? That's why both of you have same answer.
Who?
Miss, it's written in NCERT.
Okay. If what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this question, put it on Google's Baba, and I will see the answer. Then I will check your papers. Okay? I'm going to do that. Now, second part, what is immunization, immune system, and immunity? Basically, three definitions they are asking you. They need. I was written this question, so I asked you three definitions. State giving reason whether the following statements are correct or not. Giving reasons. So if it is correct or not, that reason you have to give. Our surrounding area should be stagnant and all. And why is AIDS considered to be a syndrome, not a disease? Because
It has multiple symptoms.
no, because your immune system is weak and you have very Ajashan, this could be the second point, multiple symptoms. But why? Because you have the immune system, because all these AIDS virus they attack on the immune system. Do you remember we discussed it in a good length? Okay, so I am done. And the one who gave their names for dance competition, stay here. I will ask Loretta Miss to join and we will discuss 9th ABC. Thank you. I'm here only, Miss and Sir.
Okay. Everyone, switch your cameras on first of all.
Miss.
Miss Ansh will not be able to.
Okay. The rest, everyone else need to keep their cameras on. We'll discuss the chemistry.
Homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture was like not in
Wait,
the.
Ansh. Wait, Ansh. Let Miss.
I'm unable to turn on my camera.
Wait. All of you, please wait. Let Miss explain you. Okay. Then if you have doubts, don't make it a fish market.
Can we begin?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. Okay. First question. 1 AMU means what?
A 1/12 mass of C12 atom.
Correct. The atomic mass of sodium is 23. The number of moles in 46 grams of sodium will be
2.
2.
Correct. 1 nanometer is equal to how many meters?
10 raised
One
to
up.
9.
Is to
One
the-
up. One up.
A.
1 upon 10 raised to 9.
Yeah.
So answer will be 1 by 10 raised to 9. Because when you're taking it up in the numerator, it is going to get a minus. Okay, and I think few of you have made this mistake. Next, we directly have this question. 1 AMU equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. Reason is 1.66 in जो भी उसका reason दिया है that equals to mass of C12 atom. Now, this question, what?
I think it will be B.
Like, this answer is A.
A is this both A and R are true and R is correct explanation.
Yes, the answer for this is going to be A. I'll tell you why. Okay, so
Answer is
for
option A.
option is A. Why option is A? Because for 12 grams, you know the Avogadro's number, it is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, right? So this is what number of atoms. So for one atom, कितना? तो क्या हो जाएगा? So 12 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. When you do this, you're going to get this answer. So थोड़ा calculation था ये वाले assertion reasoning में. If you've done it, you'll get the correct answer.
Miss, but we already know calculation नहीं भी किया, so 1 AMU.
हाँ, नहीं, if you want to see a relation between A and R, if you're confused, this would have just informed your answer. No?
Miss, shouldn't it be 1/12 of C12 atom?
Yeah, Miss, it should be
Then
1.
you are going to get an answer. When you do it in that manner, you are going to get 1.9 something, then you have to subtract the value. That is a longer calculation for you. That way also you'll get this answer only. But if you complete the entire sum, then you're going to get this answer. पूरा incomplete छोड़ोगे तो answer अलग आएगा. Okay. Next is, what is the unit for mole?
B.
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 It's A.
A.
Option A. It's option A.
Option A. We
A.
write it as MOL. We don't write E while writing the unit. Next, what is the formula for number of moles?
A.
This is A.
A.
Option.
A.
Correct. Molar mass is a numerical value that represents
The mass substance.
N is equal to capital M, small m by capital M. So molar mass will be equal to small m upon small n. right?
Miss option
A.
Yes. Sir.
Mass of a substance divided by the amount हो जाएगा उसमें, ठीक है? Next is what? अच्छा, this one?
B.
B.
A.
C.
A.
C.
That's C. It's C.
C, miss.
I said C.
D.
कितना अलग अलग
A.
आंसर कैसे आ रहा है इसका?
Let's confirm it as C.
C only you will get.
Multiply by
H2O
2.
का you already know it is 18. If you calculate, it is going to be 18. But I changed the values to more accurate ones. So you're going to get 18 point something. Even if you don't calculate, you'll get this answer. Next. Write the chemical formula for compound having zinc and phosphorus ion. Zinc, what is the valency of zinc
Miss 2.
and phosphate?
-3.
2 positive and 3 minus.
Yeah.
Minus 3 aega, so then it will be Zn 3 PO
3 or 4 and
3O4.
2.
2. Correct. Calculate the ratio of mass of atoms present in molecule. Can you do this? What
3
was
is
the
to
ratio
8.
of mass?
Is to 8.
3
Oh,
3 is to 8.
Yes, very good. I hope you've shown the calculation also.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Very good. Calculate the molecular mass of Cl2, CO2, HCl, C2H5. These were very short, so these were half mass each. Were you able to solve this?
Yeah, this was
Yes,
the
miss.
easiest one, I think.
Yeah, this is the easiest one.
Yeah.
Previous one. But there were a lot of those, right?
Yeah.
Which is the next question? This one. Answer the following question. If 18 grams of pure water is electrolyzed, 2 grams of hydrogen and 16 grams of oxygen is obtained. Which law of chemical combination is illustrated in this?
Law of conservation of mass.
Perfect. Because total mass of your system is being constant before and after the reaction. Good. State the law of constant proportion. You had to state it and you have to give an example.
And this was very much there in the portions. In 9th A, they
Asked.
in 9th A, they were having this doubt. I have checked, cross-checked, and it was very much part of it.
Yes.
9th A or 9B, I don't remember. Navneet, miss, they have this doubt.
No, miss, this is definitely there in the
So
portion.
I think so they were referring to the B part.
Yeah, Miss B part.
That's
That's from
it.
is matter around is pure.
Take second. Which point of Dalton's atomic theory came from law of constant proportion?
Atoms in a chemical substance are
Atoms
present in
of
fixed
different
proportions.
elements combine in different ratios to form a compound.
Right.
Miss, won't it be the relative number in kinds of atoms? Yeah, will be that, right?
Take
Yeah,
second.
miss.
Take second.
The sixth
Can you
possible.
please repeat the answer?
Miss, it
The
is the
relative
sixth.
number and the relative
Atoms of-
number.
Atoms of different elements combine in small whole numbers to form compounds. Miss, the kinds
No.
of atoms and their relative
No.
numbers are given.
Yeah, miss, the
relative
kind
number.
of atoms.
The relative number, that will be the correct answer because that means it is in constant proportion. While explaining also, I told you that ये Dalton का theory से है.
Miss, this is also right, no?
This is not exactly correct. No. It is in a whole number that is there, but it is not explaining you that it is going to be in a proper ratio. It is telling you about whole numbers. It is not talking about the ratio. Yes, Jashan?
So, miss, it is the sixth postulate, right?
Sixth postulate, correct. There's
They
a
were
point.
both 6th and 7th one, so
I'll have to read your answer. Seventh
अच्छा,
है ही,
okay.
3 postulates थे, सातवां कहाँ से लिखा?
no, one, I think I wrote something wrong. You'll just check the paper, then you get it, I guess.
Okay. There's a point difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. So it is there. Yes. So this question is not, it is there, but it is not from this chapter exactly. Right? So I'll consider this. Don't worry. Next, calculate the number of moles present in the following. Aya karne ko, I think I took took your practice so many times on these.
Yes,
questions.
miss.
Was everything clear? Are you getting answers for each one of them?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Were you able to explain what is Avogadro's constant
Yes, miss.
and why is it necessary to balance the chemical
Yes,
equation?
miss.
This had we had option in this, na, to do the first part, second part.
Yes, either this or either this.
Miss, so the people who wrote B, you'll correct there, right? Correct the answer.
Hanji. Anything else we had? Naina? Chalo. Over to you, sir. Do you want me to share my screen or
No, I have a presentation ready. I'll be presenting my screen.
okay.
Very good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon, ma'am. Anjali, ma'am. Navneet, ma'am. I can see many of you have not turned your cameras on. Do that. Ralston, Avilasha, Myra, Mahi.
Sir, I'm unable to turn on my camera. I'm sorry.
Ayan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's cool. No problem. Others, turn it on. Okay, so before I share my screen, how was the physics part of science paper? I would like to hear from you all.
So the numericals were hard.
Yeah, because they are application part, no? So whatever you study, are you able to apply? And you will be able to apply only if you study and understand the concepts. So that is to check whether you've studied or not.
You took time to remember the formula, like you recollect the formula during
Yes,
the paper
and
when
not
you're
only
asking those
it's
questions.
like yes, it's like students, what you've learned in this chapter only that will be asked. It's not like that. There are other chapters which were taught before, like laws of motion. So gravitation and laws of motion could be combined together, and there can be a question like that. The one like 23rd question in that, the question was from gravitation, but there was a need of formula from other chapters as well, which was taught before. Okay, so you need to be prepared for forthcoming classes. There will be question like this in forthcoming classes, like 10th, 11th, 12th board exams. You will expect these kind of questions. Okay, so you might have got an idea of numericals, how and what type of numericals could be there in physics, and not only in physics and chemistry as well. Okay, so I'll share my screen.
So I don't know the concept of applying all these in the numericals.
Adrija, could you repeat the question? I didn't hear.
I wanted to say, like, I understand the concepts. It's and I'm very confident after reading them, but when it comes to applying all these in the numericals,
it is because you're not able to do that. It is just because lack of practice, Adrija.
No, so I practice a lot, sir.
Practice of numerical problems of various types. Book mein diye hain, wo utne hi nahi. We will have to refer something here and there. Okay, what like even from like the chapter was taught by some other teacher, right? I had revised that, so it would have been for the next chapter I have taken numericals from the book, outside the book as well. So practice of all these numericals together, if you do that, then of course you will be able to apply. Of course, I'm not doubting you that you of course must have understood the concept, but again, you require practice of numerical problems. That is where you find yourself in physics. Okay, right? So I hope everybody is able to see the screen that I've shared.
Yes, sir.
All right, and I hope I'm audible to each and every one of you. Yes,
sir.
All right. So we will start with question number 4. Quite easy. We had discussed this during revision class of this chapter, right?
Amen.
The mass of a body is measured to be 60 kilogram on Earth, and if it's taken on the moon, it becomes 1/6, right?
No, sir.
No, so the mass remains the same.
Mass remains same.
Okay, that means everyone did that. How many of you did that as 6 kilogram?
I did.
Very good.
I thought I'm in wrong planet.
Okay. So it'll be
Mass of the body remains constant irrespective.
exactly. Mass never changes. It is weight what changes, right? So
yeah. So it's 60.
I hope everybody remember that what I had said. Mass remains constant everywhere. Wherever you go in the universe, mass remains constant. It remains conserved, as ma'am also added. Law of conservation of mass. Okay, so option A is correct here in this. Now, the value of capital G was first determined experimentally by Yes?
B.
Henry Cavendish.
Henry
It was not
Cavendish.
Newton who determined that. Newton gave the formula or the law of gravitation,
Gravity.
but the value of G was determined by someone else, Henry Cavendish. Okay. Now, the value of small g. What is small g?
Acceleration due to
Acceleration
gravity.
due to gravity. So the value of small g is 0. Where?
At the center of
Center of
The
the
center
earth.
of the
Center of
earth.
the
Very
earth.
good. At the center of the earth. Yeah, which of the following is correct? Weight is a scalar quantity. Weight is not a fundamental quantity. Weight does not depend on
Weight is a
acceleration.
scalar quantity.
scalar quantity.
No.
Weight is not a
B.
fundamental.
It's
It is
B.
not a fundamental.
Weight is not a
Option
fundamental quantity.
C.
What is weight? Next time you all come, no, I'll punish you all.
Right?
I'll impose something. What is weight?
It is both
Mass.
directions.
Mass
It's a
into
type of force. What is
Sir,
weight?
it is D, I
Type of
think.
force.
So it's a type of force. That means force is a vector quantity. It cannot be scalar. So option A cannot be considered, right? Option A nahi hai. Weight is not a fundamental quantity. Of course, we can measure weight in Newton, right? It is a force. So it is a fundamental quantity. Even this is wrong. Weight does not depend on acceleration due to gravity. Arey formula mein hi hai mg. So it does depend on acceleration due to gravity, right? So none of these will be right. Yes, how many of you did select this? None of these? Jashin, very good. Okay. Adrija? Ashita?
I chose the B one.
Okay. D. Rudraksh, very good. None of these. Okay, therefore, sometimes it happens like this when you know something, but in excitement, you make a mistake. You should always be aware that there can be a twist in the question. Okay. Which of the following statement is correct? This is not mine, I guess. Yeah. Yep. Assertion and reasoning from this, I think 10th was from physics.
14th.
Yeah,
13.
exactly. Yeah. When a body is thrown up, the acceleration due to gravity at the topmost point is
true.
0. So acceleration due to gravity at the topmost point is 0.
So that is wrong.
Reason the acceleration due to gravity is always directed towards downwards towards the center of the earth.
So the assertion is wrong, reason is true.
Yeah,
Okay.
the velocity is 0. Not the acceleration.
Yes, at the topmost point, velocity is 0. Acceleration due to gravity, how will it be 0? It is 0 at the center of the earth, right? So the assertion is false, but the reason is true. D was correct. For 13, D is correct. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Assertion for 14th one, I'm reading. Weight of a body on earth is equal to the force with which the body is attracted towards the earth. Okay. Reason, weight of the body or weight of a body depends on mass of the body. Yes,
Yes, sir. Both of them are true.
but
Not the correct.
They are not the correct.
Not the
Not
correct.
the correct
exactly. So
explanation of
which
it.
one?
B.
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 Yeah.
If both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not a correct explanation of the assertion. Right? Are you all cool with this? Yes, Preston?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Moving on. Then we had a case study question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It went up.
Okay, just a moment. Some difficulty. Yep, this one. So there was a paragraph from gravity, of course, gravitation itself. So the first question says, a body of mass 2 kilogram on the surface of Earth is attracted by the Earth with a force which is equal to
19.6.
the mass is 2 kilogram.
19.6.
19.6.
Option B.
Oh,
How many of you are
No,
saying?
sir, it will be 9.8 Newton.
19.6, right? 2 into
19.6.
Mass is 2 kilogram. Okay.
Sir, they are asking the force.
19.6.
Force is
That's
equal
right.
to mass
gravity.
into acceleration due to
It will
gravity.
be
Right?
9.8 Newtons.
Force is
19.6.
according to Newton's second law. Yes, force is mass into acceleration. In case of gravitational force, it becomes mass into acceleration due to gravity. Mass is 2 kilogram, acceleration due to gravity 9.8. Multiply and tell me how much are you going to get?
19.6.
So option B is correct. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many of you made a mistake in this? Yes? Hita, you made a mistake? That is why I said, you already know everything, I know, but I made it too purposely. So that you all, it's about awareness, whether you're aware when you're solving. What is the gravitational force between two objects? Yes? Gravitational
They're attractive at all
Attractive at all
distances.
distances.
Right? We have had a discussion on this, right? Gravitational force can never be repulsive. It is always attractive in nature, right? So which option?
C.
C is correct, right?
C.
Next, the ball is thrown up. The value of acceleration due to gravity will be
Negative.
The ball is thrown up.
Positive.
The value of acceleration due to gravity.
Negative.
No, that's
It is mentioned in the book.
Yes, negative it will be, right?
Why positive? If it's towards the
No, I thought it was coming down.
opposite
That's
hands
why I
will
said
be
positive.
I hope I had made myself clear in the during the revision class. I am repeating this once again. Acceleration due to gravity is always directed towards the center of the earth. It is the motion of the body which decides. If it is moving up, but still the acceleration is downward, it will be negative. So when the ball is thrown up, the ball is moving up, but the acceleration due to gravity is going to be directed downwards itself, right? So it will be taken negative. Yes, is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The gravitational force causes which of these?
both A and
Right.
B.
Both A and B.
Motion of moon, none of them, or both A and B. Option D is correct. How many of you select that? Arjun?
Yep.
Arjun? Okay, very good. So I think so far no problem, right? In this section as well, you should not have any problem. It's just
physics.
how bacha?
Question number 19 you scrolled is physics.
19. Yeah, 2-mark question. I'm sorry. Write the SI unit of G.
Newton meter square upon
Sir, Newton meter square upon kg raised to -2.
Yeah, write the SI unit of G. Why is G called a universal gravitational constant? We have already discussed about these. The SI unit, what is it?
Value is constant.
Newton meter square
Per kg square, right? That is the SI unit. Why is G called a universal gravitational constant?
Because its value remains constant.
Because its value remains constant.
Because the value is constant everywhere in the universe, right? The value remains same everywhere in this. It's constant everywhere and does not change, right?
21st question, sir.
21st. The gravitational force between two objects is 49 Newton. Gravitational force is 49 Newton. How much distance between these objects be decreased so that the force between them becomes double? Yes. How many of you attempt this?
It was actually very hard.
Very hard. Not
I
really
felt
hard.
Sir, it was hard.
No, it's just a simple and straightforward question. Why do you feel it is hard?
Sir, I got 29.3%.
I got 7 raised to 2.
Okay.
7 root 2.
It has to be half for the force to double because force is inversely proportionate to distance.
Right. So, but you will have to show the calculation. Okay.
Yes, I've showed that.
Yes, very good. So the value actually comes out to be 29.3% actually. They're asking about the increased percent, the question.
Can
you do it once?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Sir, is it okay if we don't write the percentage? I haven't
Yeah, they didn't ask
In the
for
question,
the
in the
percentage.
question, they are asking about. They've not mentioned anything about percentage, no? Yeah, I will consider that. Don't worry.
Sir, if we have written percentage, you will consider it, right?
Yeah. So force we are talking about. Which force are we talking about? Gravitational force between two objects. So let us say the objects are of masses m1 and m2. Okay. So how is the force going to be given as? We know the formula of Newton's gravitation force, right? That is given by G m1 m2 over r square, right? Let us say this is the force experienced by, say this force experienced between the two masses, right? At some distance, right? We are going to double this. We are going to make it 2f1. And for that, how much should the distance be? That is what we have to find. So if we double the distance, we will multiply 2 here on this. So how much should I increase the distance? That is why I have to, show and write. I think the space will not be enough. I'll do one thing. I'll share the other screen and I'll solve on that. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. Can you all see the whiteboard? Yes, dear students?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what are the values that we have? Let me just write the formula first. Okay, I'll bring it down. Yeah, let me write the formula first. The formula is, say, F1 equal to capital G M1 M2 over R1 square. R1 square. Okay. Suppose the two masses are at R1 distance, M1 and M2. And the force between these two masses is F1. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to double this. Okay. What is the force actually? It is given in the question. It is 49 Newton, right? So F1, let us say, is 49 Newton. Okay. What is F2?
98.
It is 2 times F1. No, it is clearly mentioned in the question. So which comes out to be how much?
98.
98 Newton, right? Which will be equal to, say, 2 times, I'll write this way. So 2 times F1 I'll substitute. How much is it? 2 times F1 G M1 M2 over R1 square, right? This is F1 and this is 2 times F1. How much is it going to be? Yes? Yes, dear students, how much is it going to be?
98 Newton, sir.
This is going to be F2, no?
Yes.
Right? 98, substitute mat karo because we have to get rid of these.
Yes.
Okay? So F2, now we will substitute. F2 we can write as G M1 M2 and the distance, new distance, R2 square. New distance, we are decreasing it, bro. So suppose we brought them near the, like this, and now the new distance is R2 and the force got doubled. Okay, so what is this distance R2? That is what we have to calculate, right? So I'm substituting for that. So this comes out to be G F2, which is, I've substituted like this, which is equal to 2 times G M1 M2 over R1 square, right? So I'll get up this G M1 M2 M1 M2, got it, right? Now I'm left with 1 over R2 square, which is equal to 2 over R1 square. So with this, now I can relate R1 in terms of R2 or R2 in terms of R1. Okay, so what will R1 be? R1, so this is R2, no? So R2 square will be R1 square over 2. So what will be R2? Sorry. R2 square we don't want, no? We want R1. So R1, so R2 will be under root the stuff, R1 square over 2. Yes, am I making sense? Adrija, able to understand? Not really?
I'm
I'll
lost.
repeat that once again, don't worry. So R2 is R1 square. So I'm bringing this out. So R2, that is a new distance between the two masses. It would be R1 will come out as R1 out of the square root when we bring R1 square it was, no? So when it will come out of the square root, it will become R1 divided by under root 2. So if you leave it at this step, you will get full marks. You can go ahead and you convert it into percentage. Okay, you have R1, you have R2. You can divide and multiply 100 and you will get 29.3%. If you're doing that, well and good. Even if you're leaving at this step, you will get full marks. So this is the new distance, R1 over root 2 is the new distance. When we bring it to this distance, the force becomes double. Okay, is this clear, everyone?
So at the step 2 upon R1 square, can we just write is equals to 98 instead of 1 upon
this substitution you're talking about?
The below one.
This one?
So instead of this, can we write 98 is equals to 2 upon R1 square?
This one you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
No, you cannot. Because this is no more F2 now. This is F2. The moment we cancel some terms, it's no more F2. It's just the distance now. Other terms are gone, no? Am I making sense? And why didn't I substitute 98 here in this step? I could have done that. But then again, I want to get rid of M1 and M2, no? Because the numerical values of M1 and M2 are not given to us. So that is why, yes, that is why I'll express F2 in terms of M1, M2 and R2. So that I could get rid of G, M1, M2. Okay. So the expression reduces to 1 over R2 square equal to 2 over R1 square. And once we simplify them, we get this expression. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
So I didn't understand how did we get 29.3%. I just got it till R square is equal to R1 square by root 2.
Okay, yeah, I will consider that. No problem.
How did we get 29.3?
Okay, for that, we will have to compare these. No, you have R1 and you have R2. So you will divide them and you multiply by 100. So you'll get 29.3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that okay? Adrija and others? Arjun, Parinaz? Okay. So again, the question wasn't difficult. You just need to be a little smart. Okay. There is nothing else, nothing included from outside. The same formula, same that you have studied. Just we should know how to apply these, right? For that, you need to practice numericals. Okay. So I'll stop sharing this one. I'll share the other screen. Okay, Mitansh is asking why are the values of force given? They aren't used in the solution. Yeah, we do that purposely to confuse. Okay, though it is of no use, just like that. Okay. The only part which was useful is force is double. Okay, now I'll share the other screen and we will quickly wind up. Moving to question number 23. Yeah, many of you had doubt in this, right? Come on.
So I attempted the second one.
You attempted the second one? Okay.
Both will reach the ground at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Hita?
Yes.
Both will reach the ground at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, because acceleration due to gravity does not depend on the mass of the body, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
all the-
And sir, since it's a vacuum air
Since
resistance.
Because this is a subjective question, we need to write this in a proper way. Okay. Question number 23, the first part, I'll help you how to write. Since acceleration is the rate of change of velocity and velocity is the rate change of position, objects drop from the same height will feel the same acceleration. This is how we should use. We should use, the keywords. They will feel the same acceleration and so move with the same rate of increasing velocity, and so hit the ground at the same time, because acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of the body. Acceleration due to gravity does not depend on mass of the body. If you see the expression, small g is capital G m over r, right? Right?
Yeah.
So there is no term of mass of the body in this. This is acceleration due to gravity, universal gravitational constant. This is mass of Earth. This is radius of Earth. If you're dropping a body of some mass, say small m, that term is not there. So acceleration due to gravity is independent of mass of the body. So that is how we have to express. And this was for 2 marks. Out of 5 marks, 2 marks was going to be given for this. So you should write enough for 2 marks. Okay, it's very simple. Both will reach the ground at the same time. Quite understood, right? But again, you will have to justify that. The second part of this question was, weight of an object is this. Weight is mass into acceleration due to gravity. So it is 294 Newton on the surface of the Earth. What is its weight at height 200 kilometers from the surface of the Earth? Radius of Earth is given as 6,400 kilometers. How many of you attempted this? Yes?
I attempted the or one, the second, the 2 questions below this.
How much did you get, by the way? 200 kilometers, the new weight would be 276.45 Newton. How do we solve this? We will use the formula of gravitational force, right? We will use the formula of gravitational force. We will compare the weight at 2 different heights. Okay, first I'll write the expression of W, that is gravitational force or weight, which is Gm small m over r square. Now r will be radius of Earth, right? The second weight, which is at height 200 kilometers from the surface of the Earth, let us say that is WH, weight at height h. So for that, G will remain same, mass of Earth will remain same, mass of the object will also remain same. What will change is radius. Now it will be 6,400. Yes.
Yes.
Plus
200.
200. Yeah, you will add that and you will divide that and you will get the answer. Okay, that's it. This was for 3 marks. Coming to this was a theoretical question. Derive the relation between G and G. I remember I have done that in the class, right? We need to use Newton's second law, force into mass. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Using this, we need to substitute gravitational force for expression here and mass into acceleration due to gravity, and you will get expression of G as this, right? Quite simple, this one. Then we have a boy drops a stone from the height or the edge of the roof. It passes a window of 2 meters high in 0.1 second. How far is the roof above the top of the window? That we have to calculate. So this one basically involves concept of gravity as well as.
Sir, I got 19.42.
19.42 is precise. Absolutely correct. Okay, you will have to use laws of motion for this. Okay, and you will have to solve it that way. For finding acceleration, here acceleration in the laws of in the equation of motion. I'm sorry, laws of motion. I'm saying you have to use equations of motion, and in the acceleration part, what will you be substituting? Acceleration due to gravity. And once you do that, you will get the answer. So which equation of motion are you going to use? You're going to use second equation of motion for this. S is equal to ut plus half at square, where S is distance. Half ut plus half a की जगह पे g आ जाएगा, t square. We will substitute the values and we will get the answer. Is that clear, everyone? The correct answer is 19.4 meter. And this was of 3 marks.
Explain the meaning of the question.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. And share the other screen. Can you all see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you read the question, if somebody read the question out for me, if you have.
Or
Yeah.
oh,
So the
what's
stone
the
is
answer?
dropped from this height. Okay.
So this out.
How about Arjun?
Yeah, what's the answer of 23, the first one, like the B part?
Sir, can we bind up fast, please?
Yes, ma'am, I'm trying to, but they are coming up with more doubts. The correct answer for the first numerical of 23rd question is 276.45 Newton.
Okay.
Okay, and for the second one, the correct answer is 19.4 meter. The explanation of this, let us discuss in the regular class. We have another meeting actually. So let us wind it up. Is that okay, everyone?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Please remind me for this question. We will surely discuss this. All right.
I'm so sorry because we teachers have meeting and the one who are giving names for the dance competition, just I'm just taking their names. Okay.